大家晚上好，早上好，非常感谢大家继续关注由 America 赞美教育主办的第4届国际 K-12私立名校展。那么作为展会的第一天形成的这个下半场活动哈，我们呢有2所学校会跟大家一起去交流，那么分别是我们的 National Cathedral School 和来自加州的 Athenian School。接下来呢，我们就开始今天的活动哈。因为老师的时间也是都安排的比较紧张，所以呢，我们就按照这个时间开始。那么，首先分享的学校呢，是位于华盛顿 DC 的一所全美排名前10的这个顶尖女子学校哈 ，National Cathedral School， 国家大教堂中学。这是一所呢创建于1900年的，有着100多年历史的这个女子学校哈。那么今天呢，跟我们一起分享的呢是学校的招生副主任。然后是 Wilkinson 女士。Hi, Miss Wilkinson. Thank you for joining us today.
Excellent. Thank you for having me, everyone.
Really appreciate your time outside of your office hour. We are very excited to learn more about your school in the next 45 minutes. And then we will, leave 5 minutes in the end for the Q&A session. So, I will be the host and a translator for your presentation today. You can start anytime you want. I think your co-host now, you can share, your presentation with us. So you can stop at whatever time you feel comfortable. Then I will translate it to our audience today. So our family today are coming, either from, like a local here, and some of them, are watching this presentation from overseas. So we just wanted to make sure they get, all the information from you. So that's why I'm gonna kind of like translate, briefly.
Perfect.
But I think most of them can understand English, but we just wanted to make sure of that.
Absolutely. Do you prefer that? Absolutely. Thank you. Absolutely. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for having me. I am Japira Walker-Wilkinson, and I am the Associate Director of Admission at National Cathedral School in Washington, D.C. Just to begin, let me go ahead and get the presentation started, and then I will also check the chat every now and then to see if there's questions that pop up, and you'll let me know if they need to be translated, correct?
Sure. Thank you.
So just a little bit of history about us. National Cathedral School is an all-girls day school, grades 4 through 12. We have 3 different divisions, which I'll talk to you a little bit about that later. But the history of NCS is what we call it, is we were actually founded in Washington, D.C. by a woman named Phoebe Hearst in 1900. We were actually founded before the National Cathedral was built, and she actually provided money to help establish and build the cathedral as part of a campus that encompasses not only our school, but our boys' school that's also grades 4 through 12, and our elementary school that's preschool all the way through 3rd grade, and that feeds directly into our school. So that's a little bit about our history. It's a nice proximity to lots of places for families who are coming from international locations, from other states, other areas, and individuals who are in the military, in the Foreign Service, Peace Corps. It's a really great opportunity in school to have that exposure to the Smithsonian's, to the national museums and monuments, and just have a really historical perspective. So it's really great in terms of internships at NCS because students get a natural diversity of opportunities, people, and places by just living in the DC metro area and also attending NCS. A little bit about our,
Sure. Because I don't know how much content for each slide. So do you mind maybe we stop here a little bit? And then
Absolutely.
I can just share.
Yeah. I'm glad.
Thank you.
Just
Okay.
let me know.
Sure. Oh, thank you. 对，老师呢，刚刚也分享了一下，这个国家大教堂中学的一些背景和历史哈。刚刚我前面也说了，那么它是一所呢女子学校哈。然后呢，创建于1900年，是一所非常有历史的这个学校哈。大家也能看到这张图片上，他们学校这个就是非常宏伟的一个大教堂的一个样子哈，非常有历史。然后呢， 老师也刚才讲，因为他们是位于华盛顿 DC 哈，我觉得这个地区也是有它的一个独特性。那么它这个因为有一次我们的这个是纽约的这个美国的一个政治中心哈，所以呢其实他们学生也非常多元化，有来自包括很多家长都是来自于可能是军队上呀、外交上呀然后这样比较一个多元化的，还有一些国际家庭在就是来到这个华盛顿这个地区，所以学校非常非常的多元化。那么刚才也提到了，因为学校所在的地理位置很多学生在进入到这个高年级的时候，也有非常多的这种就是这种实习的一些机会哈所以呢，这个是学校大概的一些情况。那么学校呢是走读的学校，提供4到12年级的这个这样的一个招生Sure, thank you. You can you resume now. Thank you.
No worries. There's 2 things that came in. Are those questions in the chat? Or are those just comments?
So we could, some of them are questions, but we can just save that, for the later.
Sure.
So that's like I think will make the flow better.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. Yeah, no worries. Thank you. So as you can see in the pictures here, on our left, if you're looking at the screen, is the cathedral, and that's what we call Flag Day. It's one of the last days of the school year, and our older students, our seniors who are graduating, get to wear these beautiful white dresses and get flowers and get honored by our leadership as well. But everyone on the campus, our 3 schools, share that cathedral kind of campus experience. So it gives you a kind of a college feel, but a smaller community perspective. And then on the right is some of our current students in a science class. You want to translate? Perfect.
Sure. 对，刚刚呢，老师也说这个左边的这个照片大家能看到这是一个大教堂，然后呢。学生呢，这是在高中毕业的一张照片哈，所有的学生都是穿白色的这个衣服哈，来这个参加他的一个毕业典礼因为刚才也说了哈，学校是从4到12年级，所以说他在低年级和高年级都有哈那么虽然呢，就是说大家是不同的年级，但是呢，就是他们都是在一个 campus 来去读书哈，然后呢，就是从社区的这个氛围来讲，还是非常非常紧密的。那它右面的一个照片呢，就是他们的学生在这个科学实验室的一个照片。
Perfect. Okay. All right, a little bit about our community. We are an Episcopal Christian school at NCS. It's nice because we actually have Cathedral, which is held in the Cathedral service once every 7 days. It's a full school service where we sing songs, we share scriptures, and individuals can share different experiences through what we call homilies. But although we are an Episcopal school, we embrace diversity. So we like to have, and we do have students from all different backgrounds of faith. So we have Jewish students, we have Muslim students, we have other denominations of Christianity. We have students who do not have any religious affiliation, so they may be agnostic. We have atheist students and students who are what considered spiritual. So you do not have to have a particular religion or faith that you belong to at NCS, or you can, and we believe that really enhances our community and brings us together because you can share more about who you are and what you experience and kind of why you have that walk of faith or not.
Okay.Great，那么刚刚老师也在讲呢，就是说，那么学校呢这边是一个就是这个宗教背景的哈，就是一个一所主教高中，但是呢，他们学校呢虽然是就是每7天哈，他们会有一个就是学校范围的一些活动哈，学生和这个社区里所有的这个教职工会聚在一起，他们会做一些这个就是 meeting 哈这种活动哈，那么。但是呢，学校是一个非常开放的学校。那么为什么呢？因为他们学校的学生，都是来自不同的背景。他刚才也提到了哈，有一些是这个其他的这个像这个 不好意思啊，我这有的时候说英文说的，这犹太教啊，还有呢就是这个穆斯林，还有一些学生呢，他是没有宗教背景的哈，但是呢学校都是会欢迎这个不同背景文化的学生加入到这边来哈，所以呢学校老师也是希望把学校的一些这样的一个氛围跟大家分享一下，是一个非常多元的、非常紧密的一个小的社区。
Perfect. A little bit more about our community. We do have very strong core values of community, service, consciousness, and excellence. But with that, we also dive deep into diversity and a sense of belonging and having ethical leaders. That's who we want in terms of our profile of our graduate. We want them to be strong academically, but also good people. So that's a little bit about our diversity initiatives. And we actually have an organization or a program at our campus that services diversity, but also incorporates global programs. So we have several exchange programs in all different countries. We have cultural language programs, language exchange programs, service programs as well. We also require our students complete certain number of community service or service learning hours before graduation. So they're giving back to the community. We have clubs and organizations, affinity spaces, which allow students to identify with different racial, ethnic groups to come together in a community on our campus. And then we have a strong theater program as well. So all of that really facilitates a good balance between academics and social emotional support.
那么刚刚老师也一直在强调学校的这种他所去就是说所谓的这种核心的价值哈，因为学校认为说学生不但是要成为一个好的学生，你的学术非常好，你也要做一个非常好的人，所以他刚才也提到了非常多学校就是说会去鼓励学生去做各种社区服务哈，然后呢就是非常强调这种品格的培养，我觉得这个是就是我们在跟很多学校接触，不同的私立学校接触的过程当中也是观察到的，有很多这种有宗教背景的学校，其实在这个孩子的品格这边培养还是非常非常重视的哈。那么刚才也一直在说学校是一个非常多元化的学校，那么也是通过这种社区的服务和不同的这种文化，希望能够培养学生就是这种比较多元化，然后呢有就是说对社会的一种关注哈，因为你要成长为一个更优秀的人，但是呢这种优秀是要去给予到社会的。他刚才也提到了学校有非常多的这种交换项目，包括有海外的哈一种文化交换呀，语言交换呀，还有包括一些专门的就是这种社区服务的一些这种项目哈，他可能去不同的这种国家和地区去做这样的一个这种旅行哈。其实就是学校会非常关注培养孩子成为一个就是这种道德观念也好，或者是说能够回馈给社会的这样的一个氛围哈，我觉得这个是私立学校就是非常专注的哈。当然就是对于National Cathedral 来讲的话，他们尤其是在这方面是作为他们的学校的一个理念。
Perfect. Thank you. At National Cathedral School, we believe in empowering young women. So with that, we will kind of transition and talk about our academics. We do have and believe in a really personalized academic experience to meet the students where they're at and help them fulfill their potential. So we do that by having very small class sizes. We have a 1-to-8 student to faculty ratio, with our classes capped at 16. We also have an advisory program. Every student has an advisor. So for instance, my 9th grade advisees, I only have 9 of them. And we meet twice every 7 days. And we talk about academics. I help them make sure they're staying on track with their homework, that they are turning in assignments, that they're feeling comfortable in class and talking to their teachers. So it's a really strong advisory structure that we can grow with each other throughout the year. And I get to know their parents, their family, their strengths, and they feel comfortable coming to me at any time and sharing with me so they're successful. So that's kind of one component, and then I'll talk a little bit more about that.
OK，thank you。
Absolutely.
对，刚刚老师也是说哈，在学校他们是非常注重说我们要去培养这个年轻的这种就是说女性吧。我觉得呢，他们在刚才说到了这种学术方面的一种设置是非常个性化的哈，根据学生的需求。那么整体的这个师生比呢是比较低的哈，是1:8。那么基本上呢，他们的这个课堂哈是最多是不超过16个学生并且呢，他们也有非常好的这种导师的这样的一个体系哈。那么像刚刚这个老师也是在说他自己作为这个的辅导老师的话，他有9个学生，他会带9个学生，那么其实还是蛮少的哈，这个9个学生那么他是确保学生数量比较少，然后呢，他能够更好的去帮助学生，了解学生。那么基本上他们是7天呢会跟他的导师，就是辅导老师见2次面哈。所以呢，学生如果有任何学术方面呀，或者他自己个人方面的一些问题哈，都是可以去跟学校老师去分享，然后获得学校老师这种帮助哈。所以说整个氛围就是学生和老师都是在这种非常就是这种支持的这种环境当中，每一年在成长。
Excellent. Kind of going back to making sure that we're supporting the whole child. In addition to our strong academic rigor and our reputation, we also support our students through not only advisory, but having them have the opportunity to be paired with a peer mentor. So for instance, if you are coming in as like a 9th grader, you can apply to have a peer mentor who's a junior or a senior, and they will work with you the whole year. They will meet with you during lunch. You guys can go out to coffee on campus. And it's a nice way to be able to share kind of as the community states, some of your social aspects or things that you're wondering about that with someone who's been in your shoes, someone who's gone through the classes you've gone through, someone who can help navigate social circumstances and social dilemmas that you may be experiencing with your peers. But really, it's just another friendly face to see on campus and to build that community rapport.
OK 那么另外一方面呢，也是除了刚刚说的这种这个导师的这种体系以外呢，学校也会为学生去，就是相当于会给你匹配另外的一个学生，他可能会比你年龄稍微大一些但是呢，因为他可能去学校时间早，或者他的经历会比你更多，所以呢，这样的话呢，他可以相当于2个同学互帮互助哈。那么在这个过程中呢，他们会就是一起去参加很多活动包括午餐也会在一起吃饭哈。然后这样的一个这个过程当中呢，其实就是更好的帮助一些学生他的可能他的一个他的比他高一年级的或大一些的这些学生哈，能够更好的去帮助。所以这个呢，也是学校就是会特别去设置的这样的一个项目哈，让学生能够互相支持、互相帮助。
A little bit more about our grades and academics. We do have those 3 divisions. So lower school is divided between 4th through 6th grade, very intentionally because of social and emotional development. Middle school, we only have those 2 grades, 7th and 8th, because we want to make sure that age range is a very sensitive and vulnerable age range. We want to make sure that they are academically have that foundation to be successful in upper school as well as in college, but also have a good identity of who they are, what type of learner they are, and how they can be successful in the classroom. And then upper school, that's where you project into that college prep kind of curriculum. So some of our graduation requirements is we require art for 1 year. You have 4 years of English. You have 3 years of math. 1 year of a religion class. And again, that doesn't have to be like Bible. It can be good versus evil, which is a really popular class, or global studies is also fulfills that requirement. We have science for 2 years plus physics. So all 9th graders, we're a physics first school. which is a little bit different than most college prep classes or schools that require you to take, bio or chemistry first. We actually require physics, and I can explain that if there's questions on that. Social sciences is a 2.5-year requirement. Languages is 3 years, and we have Chinese, we have Greek, we have Latin, we have French and Spanish. And then seminar meets once every cycle, and that's really just health and wellness. And then we do have classes that we take with our St. Albans Boys School. So every student in 9th grade will have some opportunity to have a class that is a co-ed experience.
That's wonderful. So you just mentioned the language 3 years is Chinese, French, Spanish, Greek, and
Latin.
Okay, yeah, okay, sure, thank you. 那么刚刚呢，老师也是大概把学校的一个这个年级的情况和上课的一些具体的要求大概说了一下。那么学校呢是从4年级到12年级，那么4到6年级呢，他们称为低年级；7到8年级呢是中学，然后9到12年级呢是高中那么因为这边呢私立学校的这个学制就是这样，它根据学校的情况走并不是统一的，所以呢他刚刚也说，对于中学2年7、8年级其实非常重要的一个阶段，他们是帮助学生能够更好的去了解自己的这个学术然后去可能就是更多的去把他的学术能力有一个更好的一个就是扎实的一个学习，然后呢等到高中的这个阶段呢就是很多课程就是一定是根据这个将来大学的一个安排去选课了所以呢他们学校的课程就是年级设置是这样的一个情况那么刚刚也说呢，对于毕业的一个要求的话呢，他们要求是艺术是要学1年，英语呢是学4年，然后呢数学是学3年，那么有1年呢还要学这个宗教相关的，但他说呢，这个并不是说像我们感觉的我们是不是要去学圣经或者学什么其实更多的是学一些人文历史方面的东西。他刚才也说有很多学生会去选修这个就是全球文化研究这样的一个课题也是非常非常受欢迎的，这个是能够满足学校对于这个宗教这个课程的一个要求的1年。那么刚刚也说了呢就是说科学呢会有这个2年的科学，然后再加上这个物理。他说呢物理呢在他们学校是9年级开始上，因为其他学校可能会有的时候是要求化学和这个生物先开始学，但对于他们来讲呢，他们是9年级先学这个物理，那么另外呢他会学2年的这个社会科学，然后还有3年的这个语言这个语言也非常的选择也比较多，也是比较就是常见的一些像刚才说的中文、法语、西班牙语，然后呢还拉丁语，还有这个希腊语这几门选项那么他刚才也提到了就是9年级的这个学生在这个上课的时候就是在9年级的时候，学生上课其实可以选修跟他们学校附近的另外一所男子学校也是非常有名的一所学校，叫 St. Albans 这所学校，他们会有一些就是男女共同上的一些课程给学生一些不同的一些这样的一个体验所以说学校有这方面的设置，我觉得就是各方面都是设置的非常的这个细心的
Perfect. Thanks, Cindy. Oops. So a little bit more about what defines NCS and helps us stand out. We do have several different field trips and also class trips. So every division takes a trip and has an opportunity for students to take a trip internationally, and that allows them to kind of be more cohesive and brings them together as a class. And that's in addition to our field trips. So we have different field trips relating to the different language programs or some different classes. So for instance, some of our upper school students, if you're taking Chinese, they go visit the Chinese embassy and visit the Chinese museums. If you're taking geography, they visit the different like Black museums in Georgetown and talk about the history and how that's built up in the city of DC. So we definitely built it around our proximity to these areas and take advantage of that, but also give students that cultural context. A little bit of our cultures and our traditions that makes NCS unique is, again, I mentioned these are our seniors in the top left here, and that's what we call Flag Day, and it's one of our most memorable experiences, and something that all of our girls look forward to is having this last day to kind of celebrate their capstone and their experience at NCS. These are also our students that we award, students who are like at the top of their class. They actually get a flag, and that's a huge accomplishment and award for them. And then we have our theater program, and then Spirit Day is one of the most exciting days. If you come to NCS, you are going to be assigned either one of our colors, gold or purple, and you are that for life, and you come back on Spirit Days or any of our celebratory days, and you dress up in all of your color, and we have like a shouting match on our campus, and there's like a field day and all these fun activities, and it's just a really nice way to bring together our students from all the different divisions and all the different grades under kind of one kind of experience that's really fun. But with that, we also do really cherish our cathedral and chapel experiences, our opening day, flag days, our cum laude, homecoming and falls fest, which we just had over the weekend, where our students actually partake in different games on campus. We have bouncy castles, face painting. It's a really nice community and family oriented event. And then just in addition to the plays you see here, our athletics is one of a kind at NCS. It's something we're known for.
Thank you. 对，刚刚老师也说，学校这边的活动是非常非常丰富的哈，因为前面也有讲，学校会有非常多的这种，比方说他们会利用周边的一些这种资源哈，那么像各种各样的博物馆哈，他们很多课程是可以结合的，这些就是这种去这些博物馆参观的这样的一个经历哈，更好的让学生去学习，比方说他们学习中文，他可能会去参观这个中国的这个大使馆呀，然后就是华盛顿那边的一些中国的博物馆呀，然后包括学习地理，他可能也会去在博物馆通过这样的一个实践的一些课程去更好的学习这些知识哈。那么学校也有非常多不同的一些学校的这种传统哈，包括前面讲的这个就是学生的毕业典礼哈，这个肯定是对于高中生来讲，对于学校的学生来讲是非常重大的一个节日哈。那就上面这个大家看到学生穿白色衣服的这个照片另外呢就是底下的这张呢右下角这个呢也是对于他们学生在学校就是说非常优秀哈学术各方非常优秀的这个学生呢，他会就是学校会给他送这样的一个旗子，这个也是非常大的一个荣誉哈。包括学校的一些这种上面讲的这个关于戏剧方面的还有学校这种它有不同的这个活动，刚才也提了，他们还有这种返校日呀，然后各种这种比较有意思的一些活动哈，包括游戏啊，就这种活动是非常多的。那么学校是通过这种传统和这个活动呢，真的是希望学生能够就是说去创建一个更紧密的一个社区。
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so NCS, we are actually the #1 girls school in Washington, D.C., and we're the #1 school out of co-ed and all girls and all boys school known for our STEM programs. So we are very strong in those aspects. We also have a renowned literacy and writing program. So if you are interested in kind of humanities or the sciences and math programs, NCS is going to be a huge opportunity for you and possibly a good fit if you're interested in that. So a little bit about our application process. We are open for applicants to apply through the Ravenna application, and I can send that over, like show you what that link is to apply if you're interested in that. You just submit your application online, and then we do require transcripts from any school that you attended from the last school year and then your current school year up until like this fall semester. So essentially from the beginning of this school year till like winter break or the beginning of 2023. For lower school applicants, so if you're looking for grades 4 through 6, we will do in-house testing. If you are not local and you are international or out of state, we can do that over Zoom. So you would just need to let me know and we can schedule that for you. If you are in grade 7 through, or applicants looking for grades 7 through 8th, we require any standardized test score that you have completed in your school currently. So it will depend kind of what school you're at or where you're at, what that test looks like, but whatever standardized test you've taken, submit that as part of your application and your transcripts. And then for upper school students, grades 9 through 12, it's the SSAT or the ISEE exam. We have 2 letters of recommendations required for all students, and that's from your current teachers, math and English. And then the essays, depending on which grade you're applying for, will vary. I'll stop there and let you translate, Cindy, and then I'll continue on.
Sure, thank you.
Absolutely. Oh, you're on mute. Perfect.
Sorry.
Thank you. That's okay.
It happens. 那么学校老师刚才也说了哈，就是学校的确是在 DC 哈，就整个华盛顿这个地区是非常就是第一的这个女子学校，当然它在全国也是排到前10的这个女子学校哈，学术能力非常非常的强。他们平均的这个，当然老师刚才没提啊，因为我们对学校比较熟悉，他们平均的这个这个就是这个他毕业的这个 SSAT 啊，都是非常非常，就是 SAT 啊，都是非常非常高的哈。那么刚才也提到学校，特别是它的这个 STEM， 也就是这种科学啊、数学这方面是非常非常强的啊。然后另外呢，他们的文学和写作项目也非常强的。我觉得这个呢是非常重要的啊，特别是针对于我们有一些，我们大部分家庭可能英语都不是我们的母语，其实这方面就是有非常强的一个这样的一个项目，其实在高中甚至初高中甚至小学这个阶段，能够非常好的帮助到孩子去就是发展这个写作的能力，这个是非常重要的哈。那么他刚才也老师刚才也把学校的一个申请的流程大概说了一下哈，包括刚才他说呢，4到6年级的话呢，他不需要标化考试，那么是需要这个就是学校自己的这个测试哈。如果是学生是从这个国际的过来的学生的话，他可以在线去进行。那么对于申请中学哈7、8、9、10这样的这个年级的学生呢，咱们是要提供这个标化成绩 SSAT 或者 ISEE。那么当然呢，在这个推荐信刚才也说了，还有申请的一些文书哈，这个我觉得跟大部分私校都是差不多的哈。
Great, thank you. We do offer in-person tours, but if you are, again, not local and you are international or out of state, we do have virtual tours as well. All of our tours are actually led by our student ambassadors who work with me and are coordinated through me to schedule those tours, and you can schedule them through that same Ravenna link. All you have to do is start the application and then those populate for you. To schedule your interview, you must have toured at first and then completed and submitted an application. You don't need to submit all the supplemental documents, just the preliminary application online to get an interview option. And then we also have an open house, which is Sunday, November 13th from 1 to 4 if you're local. And then we'll move on to the next part. Applications are all due on January 11th, so try to get everything in prior to that date.
Okay, wonderful. 那么刚刚老师也提到了，就是说，咱们还有一些学校的一个这种就是线下的参访哈。那么在美国的家庭肯定是可以去的，就是国际的家庭呢也可以做线上的这种然后呢这种线上的这种访校哈。当然所有的信息的话都是在学校的这个申请的这个 Ravenna 系统都能够看得到哈。
Perfect. Can we open it up to questions now?
Yeah, for sure. Let me, okay. Yes, so we have a family are asking specifically about I-20 for international student. So yeah, so you wanted to give us the answer for this question?
Right, we do not unfortunately fund or sponsor any I-20s visas for students. If you are interested in coming, you might, need to go through an exchange program or find like a host family that's coordinated independent from NCS and our admissions process. But unfortunately, we don't sponsor I-20s.
对，因为关于这个 I-20 这个事情哈，我知道家长也在群里一直在问哈。私立学校是这样的，因为有些学校呢，它的确是就是没办法去发 I-20 的哈。那么今天参加的学校呢，它现在是没有的。虽然他们有国际学生，但是他们是不发这个 I-20 的哈。Let's okay, yeah. So they ask about tour visit, campus tour because we just explained, so we don't need to emphasize that again. So 就是关于访校哈，学校都是有访校的。那么具体的呢，当然可以跟学校直接去约。然后如果这边有家庭有特别的这种时间的一个原因呢，我们也可以跟学校这边来沟通哈。所以呢，就是家长这边可以跟我们的老师线下再有一个更多的交流哈。另外一个问题关于这个some families, some parents is asking about the religion, like if student has to be Christian to study in your school. I think maybe this family missed a little bit when we started.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I can restate it. You do not have to be any religion to come to NCS and to feel part of the community. We value all different faiths, and we actually encourage students from all different types of faiths to come to NCS. So no, you do not have to fulfill that. We do have, we do help families acknowledge that you will be a part or a participant at the cathedral, but you never have to actually participate in any leadership capacity in cathedral. So you don't have to share, you don't have to sing, you don't have to dance or anything like that. You just have to come because it's required as part of our curriculum, but you don't have to actually be a part of it.
Yeah, sure. 对，老师也是关于就是说宗教的学校，就是不是孩子一定要有这种宗教背景哈？学校老师也是前面也是讲过哈，就是并不是一定要求的，而且前面也讲了，除了这个有些学生是有这个宗教背景的哈，但是还有学生是不同宗教背景的，前面有讲哈，包括犹太教啊、穆斯林啊，还有一些没有信仰的，所以学校呢，因为它还是个教育机构，所以它不会对学生有这样的一个要求哈，毕竟作为全美最 top 的学校来讲。但是呢，就是我们的家庭肯定是要尊重学校的这个历史和背景，对吧？但是你可以不用去信这个是这样的一个情况哈。So another.
Cindy, may you just share that they don't have to sign anything to proclaim like they have to attend anything outside of school. There's no affirmation of faith at NCS.
OK， 对，他也是说了，就是学校并不是希望你一定是就是这样的一个，就是我要有一个什么这个确认或者跟学校去讲，就是学校还是非常非常的开放的哈，很高的融合度的一所学校，所以这块的话呢是这样的一个情况。So one parent is asking about the AP class. I know a lot of private school they don't care much about AP because it's more structured teaching. I think your school definitely provide more advanced class than AP. I'm not really sure. I just wanted to confirm. Yeah,
absolutely. Great question. We do still have AP classes and most of our upper division classes in high school, both in languages, in math, science, and the humanities, so English and history. We do have AP classes. Most independent schools are actually phasing out AP classes because, so we are also in that same boat. We still have them, but it doesn't have the same weight as it used to, just because our students and our teachers have so much flexibility, and our school already is so rigorous that it's not something we're not teaching to test students on the AP exam. They're excelling beyond it.
Yeah, that's right. That's my understanding. But I think it's great for the parents also to know. 对，刚刚有家长也在讲学校有没有 AP 课程哈。其实美国很多顶尖的学校，他们本身的课程难度都非常非常的高。其实呢，就是对于 National Cathedral 学校来讲呢，他们也是就是说跟很多私立学校一样，在这个过渡的一个阶段，他们还是会现在这个阶段还是会有一些 AP 课程，包括刚才提到的一些语言呀、数学呀，然后呢还有科学方面的哈。但是对于他们学校来讲呢，他们学术是非常非常强的，所以他们自己的这种课程的难度是非常高的，所以学校也是在这样的一个阶段，也是在就是过渡慢慢的取消 AP 课程，因为AP 课程还是一个比较有框架性的一种上课的一个，就是它会有一些教材或者说一些要求，但是对于他们学校来讲呢，老师的这个上课的深度可能比他还要深，而且他有更多的灵活度，能够更好的培养学生。所以呢，就是说，现在 AP 课程整体上可能跟前10年、20年是不一样了哈。那个时候大家非常关注，现在这个阶段，其实这些 top 顶尖的学校，他们自己本身的课程都是难度非常非常高的哈。Okay, let's see if we have, um, okay. Yeah, one family is asking, actually, we already shared, but they ask about whether it's more kind of a liberal arts oriented in your school or STEM. I said, both of them are pretty strong in your school, very strong.
Yeah, very strong in science, math programs, as well as writing. So I would say, honestly, we're strong in most of our subjects. I don't know one where we're not, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah, I agree.
We're known for all of them in different capacities. So it's a really well-rounded curriculum.
Yeah, that's right. 对，关于就是学校是偏文还是偏理哈，其实学校老师也说，他们学校的这个学术是非常强的，应该是每一个科目他们都是非常强的哈。因为刚才一直也在强调，这个就是现在的这个科学科技方面的、数学方面的，还有呢就是写作哈，就文学这方面的课程也是非常非常强的哈。对，dress code，dress code
okay.
uniform，
That's a really great question. Lower school, grades
Yeah.
4 through 6, we do have a uniform.
Mm.
But grades 7 through 12, we do not have uniforms. We just have a dress code.
Yeah, that's right. 对，关于家长在问的这个学校关于这个服装啊这些内容的话呢，然后呢也是说学校这个4到6年级是有这个就是校服的哈，7到12年级呢就是会有学校要求的一个着装的一个规定哈，大概是这样的一个情况。看一下，Let me check if there's new questions because I think
I saw one about ESL.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Extra support. Yeah.
Yes. So we don't have any classes that are English as a second language per se, but we do have extra support resources for all of our students, whether that is, if they need learning plans, if they need it to be tested for learning plans, we have the capacity to do that. Or if they need to have extra time on tests, they would actually need like a note and a psychological examination to provide us with the details of how we can support them. If if students are just needing some support in terms of tutoring, we have tutors, we have peer tutors on our campus that can provide them. And then we also have on kind of on contract some tutors, private tutors that can support students in various different subjects. Then we have a teaching and learning center where those counselors, we have a counselor for upper school, middle, and lower school that support students in terms of organization, executive functioning, making sure they're able to plan out their evening and their homework so they're staying on track and turning in assignments on time. And they all coordinate that through their advisor. So if I have a student who has a learning plan, I know that, their teachers know that, other students do not know that. It is a confidential process, but we want to make sure that all of our students are supported. We ask that if you have any of these concerns, throughout the application process, the admissions process, share that with us, because the more we know, the better we can support your student.
Yeah, that's right. That's great. Communication is the K, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, sure. 刚刚也有这个关于就是 ESL 课程的这个问题哈。那么学校这边呢，它没有说专门的这种 ESL 课程，就是帮助这个外国学生去学英语的这样的课程哈。但是呢，他们学校有非常好的一些支持的项目。刚才也说，就是包括如果你某一个课程可能觉得比较难呀，学校老师可以给你安排，就是可能你的这个同学哈帮你，这是一方面。另外呢，就学校老师也可以推荐一些这样的，就是这个就是校外的哈一些非常优秀的一些补习老师哈给学生。那么当然呢，就是作为学校的辅导老师的话呢，他跟学生的这沟通交流是非常非常多的如果说在学校期间遇到任何问题，你就直接就是说很好的跟你的这个辅导老师去沟通和交流。当然，你去上什么课，额外补什么课，这个对于学校来讲都是保密的，别的学生也不会知道你在补课但是呢，就是学校这边有非常多的支持，那包括他有专门的一些这种这个老师会帮助学生去更好的去学习一些时间管理然后就各方面的这种如何去规划自己的时间和学习的一些技能教给大家。所以呢，就是说学校说虽然没有 ESL 课程，但是有非常多其他额外的一个支持，主要是家长跟学校老师有个很好的沟通学校都会给予这样的一个帮助的哈。Yeah. Wilkerson, I think Miss Wilkerson, I think we are about to, wrap up because
Okay.
the time is running out. So we really thank you for, such a wonderful presentation. It really provides a lot of very great and insightful information, to our audience about National Cathedral School.
Yeah.
Thank you again for your time. So we're looking forward to talk with you about potential application in this season.
Okay. Perfect. I left my email as well. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, bye.